want to rip that
now you're
bong so we can
distracted.
start the show already?
I was just
got...
gonna say that our gripe last week. This can stay in the show. Our gripe last week had me laughing for like 4 fucking days. Or not our gripe, our question.
Yeah, it's a good question. We got one for the rest of this show. Yeah, we got some
Good.
good questions. Skyler, rip that bong. Let's start this fucker off.
Recording right now. Here we go.
Rip that baby.
Recording.
Woo! Like the sound of the hourglass. This is the days of our lives.
You're gonna make me snoot.
Fucking Skyler, rip the bong. This is the beginning of a pretty much expert. Woo, baby.
Oh, baby.
I am Robert John, live Dublin, podcasting naked because I just ran home at full speed. In the cloudy van, we got Mikey. What are you saying, buddy?
Didn't run anywhere today.
Okay.
And not planning on it for the rest of the day either.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Skyler,
That's life.
the obvious beginning of the show, bong rip. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm in my new podcast room. So if it's a little echoey, you can suck it.
A little bit.
It's a bit
Little
echoey,
bit.
but that's a podcast room. Maybe
That's
as
how you
the
podcast.
show continues, you will add some tapestries or something to
Yeah.
dampen
Maybe some
the echo.
foam. Maybe get some foam up.
This is
Maybe.
episode like 51, so is that the beginning of season 2? We never
No.
talked about this.
I think next episode is our big year anniversary.
Yeah,
We'll have
the
a sweet
anniversary.
clip
Doing
show.
seasons?
Yeah, whatever.
Well.
Is what it is. I'm gonna start the show off by saying I was at music bingo tonight in a pub. It was almost
Okay.
fun. It's like bingo, but they just play like 20 seconds of a song, and you have to like write down, oh, this is Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got fucking wasted.
Did you get
It
any
Mm-hmm.
used to be-
bingos?
Yeah, of course I did. I'm so good at bingo. The guy was handing out bingo cards, and I'm like, take this back, give me the next one. There we go. So I have a drink ticket or two for next week.
Nice.
I could have cashed them in tonight, but I would have been late for the show. I texted you guys, I'm like, I'm going to be 20 minutes late. And both you guys were like, no, you're not allowed.
No, you're not, dude. We got
So
shit to
I
do.
just ran home full speed with my drink tickets. And I'll save them for next week. I'll go
Nice.
back
Belly
to...
of beer.
Yeah, I'll
Are
go
they
back.
transferable after the date?
There's no like thing on the ticket that says it's not, so therefore...
It
Is it just like a fair kind of like 50-50
It's like a business
ticket?
card that just says like, bingo, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
the ones you're talking about. Yeah.
Redeemable at I don't even know what the name of the pub is called. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not giving them
There
a free
used to
plug
be
anyway.
this venue in Edmonton when I was living there called Suburbia, and it was a punk rock bar, and like the Liquid Lounge or Lizard Lounge or something like that, and they did a punk rock bingo,
Yeah,
which
Oh, cool.
just brings out all kinds of fucking
trash.
mutts.
Nuts.
Speaking of mutts,
RJ, you're super quiet, by the way.
I'm trying to turn it up.
Oh, you got new Asian headphones or
I
what?
got new Oriental headphones.
Well, put the fucking other earbud in, dude.
Well, if I put the other earbud in, then I can't hear anything. These are Orientals.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You just go to a fucking Apple store already.
I've already spent like €40 on two bogus
Yeah,
headphones.
and you could have got an Apple one for 10.
it's true. Sometimes you just gotta go big or go home.
How's that sound?
Yeah,
Is that better?
that's better, yeah.
That sounds better. Yeah.
I
Where's the
read
mic?
The mic is right under my chin, but if I have two
Oh.
ears in, I can't hear anything because the headphones are too sound dampening.
Jesus, it looks like you got like terminal lung cancer and you just pulled that thing out of your nose to tell everyone like
Yeah.
just pull the
Ew.
plug when the
The
time
oxygen.
comes.
I'm
Yeah.
naked because I ran home and I was sweaty as shit.
Is it hot in Ireland or is
No, I
it...
just ran home at full speed.
Oh, okay.
And he's fast, okay?
Yeah, fucking turbo team over here.
I fucking clocked 3 kilometers in 15 minutes. That's a pretty good run.
Jesus.
O'Connell Street to East Wall, baby.
I couldn't
You said-
run
I don't
3
know.
miles.
I don't know.
Kilometers?
I
did
said
you say?
kilometers, not miles.
What's miles bigger, right? So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not impressive
Oh, yeah.
at all.
No, it's like maybe 1.5 miles.
Yeah, that's 2 miles.
It's
15
not.
kilometers
It's not
is 2
impressive.
miles.
Half a kilometer.
No, it's like 1.5 miles, 14 minutes. It's not that impressive.
Okay.
It's like an 8-minute mile.
We'll fucking quit reverse griping about it.
Not reverse. You guys have real
Yeah, you're
gripes?
doing it again.
Let's kick off some real gripes.
Uh,
I'm not bragging. It's not an impressive run, but it is at it's 12 p.m. and I've been drinking all day.
yeah. Here's a gripe for you guys. I'm gonna try not to get too spoilery on it, but have you all seen the new season of Stranger Things yet?
No, of course not.
No, of course not. Jesus.
Not into it.
Okay. Well, my gripe is with those ugly kids. And like I'm just
God, they're ugly. The one especially
They're-
has
like,
no
this is a-
teeth or something.
2-part gripe. Dustin doesn't have a tooth to save his life.
Still?
He's kind of cute. Yeah,
I've
he's
only
kinda
seen the
cute.
first season. That kid doesn't
He's
have
the
anything.
ugliest one.
No way. Have you watched the new season? And like the main kid, Mike, who is also in
Shelley
that movie.
Duvall.
Yeah, Shelley Duvall. But like a really he's growing into Shelley now.
Yeah.
Like he's like this big lanky kid. Like his career's over.
Is
There's
it gone
no way
from
he's in
Shelley
another
Duvall
film.
to who's the weird guy from Back to the Future?
Christopher Lloyd?
No, the other one, the dad.
Biff?
The
Oh, Willard.
Willard.
Oh.
Is he gone from Shelley Duvall to Willard?
What?
Is he gone from Shelley Duvall to Willard?
No, I don't even know. He's still kind of
Crispin Glover, that's his name.
Christian Glover. He's just ugly. Like, there's no way he's gonna get fucking like Hammy Joel Osment. Like, we're not gonna see him again until he's like 50.
Oh,
Trying
he
to-
plumped up good.
There'll be
He
5
did.
seasons
Yeah.
of Stranger
He looks like
Things.
he's just taking on water
The
constantly.
civilians love Stranger Things.
I like the new season of Stranger Things is the best one in my
Out of
opinion.
all of them, I
Yeah.
never even finished the first season. I tapped out.
Yeah, me.
I didn't like the first
either.
season. The first season was too hyped for me.
Yeah.
Second season was okay, and this last one's good, except
It's
for the
good.
ugly kids.
Yeah,
They're
ugly
all
children.
just hideous.
Yeah.
Like, and
So is
they're
your gripe
growing up
ugly
and
children?
Fucking like at least when the show started and they were like ugly kids, it was like okay, cool. Like they're the misfit kids. They
Relatable.
don't, relatable. I know those kids,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But now that they're like cool 18 years old still trying to play like 14-year-old kids, and they're all just like big and lanky, and like one's got that like awkward unshaven mustache, you know, and it's
Which
just
one?
rough.
What's the
Will.
kid that Will? Yeah, the kid that gets lost all the time.
Yeah, the kid that fucking can't stay in his own realm.
He looks like one of the Culkins. He could be a Culkin
Oh,
kid.
what was Macaulay's little brother's name? That was always the bullshit kid.
Oh
in
yeah,
movies?
he's gross. He's
Kieran
fucking
Culkin.
gross,
Is that his name?
Kieran could be Kieran, yeah.
I'm gonna call him Kieran Culkin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that kid
yeah.
fucking sucked.
He sucks. But the other half of my gripe, other than the ugliness, like the pure ugliness of sin that those children look like, is just even the fact that they have this superhero girl with them, yet the kids always try to do things first. It's
Because
like,
they're boys, dude. They
it's
haven't
not
learned.
just the boys, it's the super girls too. The one at least got a gun in this one, but it was
Isn't
just
there
like,
only one girl? Who's the other girl?
there's some redhead girl now. I don't
The
know.
sister or the new girl?
I guess she's
Oh,
a
like-
new girl.
Is there like a skateboarder? It's that skateboarder girl or something?
Yeah.
Is that the
And
same
her-
I think
show?
you should go ahead and
Same show.
spoiler season 3 of Stranger Things for us. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't
I'm not
give a
gonna
shit.
watch it. Yeah,
And I
give a
don't
shit.
care about our listeners either. So
I don't give a
fuck
shit
them.
about our fucking 50 listeners.
I don't know. It was cool. It was a cool season. Like I
Ruin
guess
it for
if you've-
Adrian. I don't give a shit.
You know, Adrian's seen it.
He's already seen
First
it. You
day.
fucking dickhead, Adrian.
But it was just like instead of like the monsters
Fucking
being in the upside down realm, the monster was in the real realm. So kind of added some like they were all in danger, not just shitty Will.
Who was the
Like,
who was the
parents
girl in
too,
the
or
first
parents
season
and
that got
adults?
eaten that everyone was like, oh, I love that like weird looking chick?
Oh, fucking Barb.
Barb.
No, she's still missing.
She's still missing? Yeah.
Never forget.
If they bring
I-
Barb back, I'm never watching the show again.
Who knows? Who knows? Anything's possible on Stranger Things. But yeah, that's my gripe.
Is that the
Ugly
same
kids.
person that played Big Rhonda in the '70s show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Totally is. It's gotta be.
No way. It's like a fucking
Gotta
12-year-old
be.
kid. The 70 show was in like the 90s, wasn't it?
They can do wonders with makeup. They can make a big
Yeah,
Rhonda
dude.
Barb.
CGI.
This is
CGI
true.
Big
Yeah.
Rhonda.
This is
The
true.
CGI Barber.
Making Robert Downey Jr. younger in all his movies.
My
This was
gripe is
like before
actually-
she was big Rhonda, she was mid-size Rhonda.
She was always big. As an infant, she was big.
And she was way bigger, yeah.
She was just Rhonda then.
My gripe is actually like eerily similar to yours.
Oh, because kids are ugly.
Kids are fucking ugly, and that's my gripe. So
Great mind.
you
right
guys
here.
may have been out of the loop. I haven't been like messaging you about this, but if there's 7 days in the week, 4 of them for me are at McDonald's down the street. I don't know what happened. I blame living in Ireland, but like I'm
No, that's not good,
big
dude.
on hitting McDonald's at the end of the night.
You're gonna have a jammer.
Like I can't help it. It's just like every
Yeah.
fiber of my being is like go home, be healthy, and then like yeah, but Big Mac and a couple nuggets. I just have to.
You're eating
I just have to-
McDonald's and running everywhere. You're definitely gonna have a jammer. Like
I'm
tomorrow.
I'm
Yeah.
at a calorie deficiency. It's not my fault. And I just have to
Bird.
tap my card.
that
I don't
shit
even have
still
to
fucks
pretend
you
that I'm
up.
paying for it. Like I just tap, and then it's like approved. Like I don't even have to think about it. Like it's so stupid, but I can't
Pay
help
him
it.
with Monopoly money.
It's Monopoly money. It's just credit card. It's Monopoly. But
Yeah.
my gripe is that when the 3 of us were children, back in the beauty days of life, there was
Yeah.
a McDonald's playground in every McDonald's. You had
they did.
balls, you had shit to climb over, you had shit to get lost in. I remember Skyler getting lost
And
in
we had the
them.
coolest one around in all
Oh,
of the
yeah.
dude,
towns.
Georgetown McDonald's,
Easily.
there's nothing you could touch it. There's a fucking train, there's a fucking clubhouse.
Carpet
Endless
clubhouse.
balls. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
you could even get to the bottom of the ball pit in that ball room.
No, it was
Yeah.
deep.
It was
It was
deep.
14 feet deep, yeah.
It was deep. You couldn't get to the
You
bottom.
could dive off the top.
So these
No
modern bullshit McDonald's have no ballroom, no playground, and they just have a bunch of iPads.
iPads, yeah.
Fucking bullshit
Yeah.
iPads. So these goddamn kids play on
see
iPad.
it here
They
too,
run into the McDonald's full speed, hit iPad for 3.5 minutes, get stimulated by crazy birds and all the goddamn orange cola,
Yeah.
And then
Simulation of a playground.
running around McDonald's at full speed, kicking soccer balls or footballs, whatever the fuck they call them here. And I'm just trying to enjoy my 3 Big Macs.
Yeah.
And I have to deal with all these goddamn kids screaming at the top of their lungs playing football in the middle of McDonald's.
And what time of day is this?
This could be anywhere between noon and 10 p.m. It does not matter. I'm going to go on the record right now and say unwed mothers in Ireland that bring their kids to McDonald's, trash. The ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. Eyeballs at different heights, ears. If you're lucky, you got 2. Like, there's some fucking rough-looking women with a carriage and 2 extra kids running around at full speed, kicking soccer balls everywhere.
Oh, man.
And no one does anything about it because there's no McDonald's playgrounds anymore. There's just a
Yeah.
bunch of iPads set up that they play on for 30 seconds, and then they just play with each other and kick soccer balls everywhere, and it's
Well,
the
who's
worst
letting
place
these
on
kids
earth.
in with soccer balls? That's
That's
a good,
it.
like, that's a good start.
Like,
Just
we're
don't
not
let
I
it
don't know if that's an
regular
Irish
meat.
thing. I've never been to a Canadian McDonald's. They've only started eating McDonald's in the last 2 years when I haven't lived in Canada.
Well, I'll tell you from experience, Canadian McDonald's these days is looking a lot like an Asian McDonald's. Just gonna say it.
Wow.
You
Don't
don't
go
know
there.
what that means.
Like, it's
Well,
one,
go to
one
Asia.
thing for me to rag on the Irish mothers, but if you're just going to throw Asia, the entire
No
continent
one's
under
playing
the
with
bus.
soccer balls at McDonald's
The
here.
whole
It's all
continent.
violins and pianos and doing math. Everyone's
Doing
doing
math.
math.
Everyone's just doing math in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Sharpening
It's really
pencils
tame.
all over the place.
It's actually
like-
quite peaceful.
Do you know how much like shit is probably on those screens that those kids are playing
There's
with?
no way I'm touching
Like
those
actual
screens.
poo.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean actual fecal material, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even if you wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
remove the like kids itching their buttholes and touching the iPad screens,
Oh.
Like if they're playing with like a here's your chicken nugget, Liam or whatever the fuck your Irish name is, and they like eat a chicken nugget and they run over and rub the screen, like that's got to be like some foul germs. And like 20 minutes later, little like Gallagher runs up and touches the screen. Like you're catching lame bullshit. Like
that's how you get the plague. That's
yeah, don't touch those screens. Don't touch anything. It's horrible in there.
No, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I don't even like using my phone when I'm taking a deuce, but I do.
Oh, of course you do.
Oh, you gotta.
You gotta.
Yeah, what else is there to do?
In my own house, though. If I'm in a public place, like, no. I'm not touching nothing.
Well, I don't have that luxury.
No. I'm keeping my hands in my pockets the whole time. I'm not wiping, not fucking...
Hands in your pockets?
I'm not wiping, I'm not washing, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah. Just like hands down by your ankle.
Yeah, in and out like a dog.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, when you say like a dog, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, just fucking... snap it off and get out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still rocking the phone in the public bathroom.
No, there's no way. If I'm dumping to McDonald's with fucking Liam and Gallagher running around playing fucking kickball, I'm out of there as fast as I can.
Liam and Gallagher. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, but you know what? I think that's pretty kick-ass, though. Those kids are just like, if you're not going to supply the playground, I'm bringing my ball in.
Well, they don't know any better. Like, when we were kids, we didn't know any better, but it was like, eat your Happy Meal, and then go play in the playground for 40 minutes, an hour, and then when you're exhausted, your mom's at the door screaming at you to come back inside. I remember a certain somebody in our family, maybe named Skyler, went home with a kid's boots named Luke. Like he just stole some fucking kid's boots.
I was rushed out of there. Mom wanted
That's exactly it. Like, we had our meal. We went and fucked off in McDonald's Playland for a good hour.
Yeah.
Mom and her pals had their laughs, had their, like, socializing. And then she's like, okay, it's time to go. Yell at the door. Little Skyler, little RJ. Skyler, for some reason, takes some boots labeled Luke home with him for no reason.
I thought they were my boots.
You can call me Luke from now on.
Call me Luke from now on.
I remember I was so pissed because my boots had sweet little like sad faces on the bottom of the soles, and I fucking loved them. And then I took Luke's boots by accident, and like I remember being like, "We gotta go back," and my mom just like, "No,
no, you're Luke now.
You're Luke now. Your new name is Luke."
This is basically his passport.
This happened approximately 28 years ago, and it's still remembered.
Your mom is super cool, but she would be like next level cool if she just called you Luke for like 2 days.
For the rest of your life.
With you.
Your new name is Luke.
For the rest of your life, yeah.
Yeah.
That's your punishment.
Yeah, that would just fuck you raw.
You're Luke now.
I feel like every day after that happened, whenever I met a kid named Luke, which is not often, but every time I met a Luke, I'm like, I know who has your boots, bro.
Just selling me out. Thanks, bro.
Until I was like 18, like not exaggerating. Like it went on for the rest of my life. I'm like, I know.
Did you ever lose boots in McDonald's when you were 4?
Someone take your size 4 boots from McDonald's.
I wouldn't say I thieved them. It was just a mix-up.
No, they're just your standard rubber boot.
Oh yeah, they were blue though.
Were they?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're my boots, motherfucker.
Well, I don't know. You took on Luke's. I don't know how well you know.
Because they were also blue.
But they were labeled Luke on them, and you were looking for
like
some
in
sad
the tag.
face.
It's not like they fucking were written across the sole. Like, these are fucking Luke's.
See, Tyler has a bad memory, but Luke, the best memory.
Oh, yeah. Especially if Luke had a different foot size. That's like, who the fuck's little blue boots are these? Like, these don't fit at all.
His toes are all crinkled in, yeah.
Poor Luke.
I'm just gonna say it. If your name was actually Luke, I don't think we would be friends. Like
really?
I probably wouldn't be friends with you right now.
You wouldn't call him L-Bomb.
Luke?
Luke?
Go write a gospel or something.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I really have any friends named Luke. Yeah, that's a good call.
I know some people named Luke.
Know them, but are friends.
Yeah, there's that one real tall guy named Luke.
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
I wouldn't say it. Like, we're buds.
Nah.
Would I call him up on a Sunday to come over for iced tea? Like, probably not.
I don't know him.
He was with
But
someone else, maybe.
one of our trusty listeners is buddies with him.
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe a few.
whatever. That's
Maybe
not
they're
my
his boots. He was pretty big, though. I don't think I would have fucked it up that hard.
friend of a friend, though.
Oh, yeah,
Who
who
knows?
knows? He
Who
could have been.
knows?
He's younger.
Who knows? He's
I was just a
younger.
dumb, ugly kid. Like, have you ever looked at pictures of you as, like, a child and, like, between the ages of, like, 8 and 22, you just look like a fucking moron?
Oh yeah. Up to the age of 8, I was the cutest kid in the world, and then there was like a good 10 years where it was like, what is going on?
Yeah, like the sun gets a hold of you, gives you too much.
You think I look
vitamin
like
D.
a lesbian now? You should have seen me at 12. You know, look like a 40-year-old lesbian
Little
with
Ellen
my
DeGeneres.
Caesar haircut, my little Caesar
yeah.
haircut. Oh yeah.
It's amazing though, because you think of like when I was a teen, when I was a young 20, I did well for myself. But when I look back at those photos, I'm like, what were those people thinking? Like, those poor girls had no taste.
Yeah, I was steady plowing through. But, you know,
but it's
I
like,
wasn't,
why?
I wasn't breaking records.
No.
Or
I was like 2 shades away from Napoleon Dynamite's brother.
Yeah, you were. You totally were.
Yeah.
If you had a lisp and a bad fashion, you would have been him.
I had a bad fashion.
You had a pretty bad fashion, but we all had bad fashion.
It wasn't
That's
far
why you
off.
didn't drink back then.
It wasn't far off.
Just lisping out.
Yeah. I feel like even like a year or two ago, I see photos of myself. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on?
You had those tiny little glasses that weren't doing you any favors.
Yeah, those were not doing me any favors. I only got cool glasses when I was like 25, and I still have the same glasses. Yeah, when me and Mike we went and saw the Skylights. Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, right at Lee's Palace.
Yeah. Lee's Palace, yeah.
And I got my glasses smashed. Someone elbowed me in the face. What year was that? 2013, maybe? 2012?
Yeah, 12, 13. I remember Dirk was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show. That was the last time I had little fucking nerd glasses. And since then I had cool ones. Dirk actually helped me pick out the little fucking nerd ones like a year before. We went to the Bay together.
That was a great show. That's
Dirk's
one of those
cool
shows that I totally forgot about. That was just unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a great show. Shout out to Dirk. You're a fucking gem. Miss you.
Yeah.
Hung out on the reg back in 2012. Haven't seen you since then.
Yeah, I'd like to see her again. It's probably been a good, 5-6 years.
At least.
Yeah. Well, she used to come to Hamilton. We'd see her in Hamilton.
Didn't she live in Hamilton? I never saw her since then.
Yeah, I think she did for a little bit. It'd be cool to see her again. I wonder what she's doing.
I have a vague memory. Okay, wait. Skyler, me and you and Dirk went and saw Tim Berry one time at the Hard Luck Bar. That was the last time.
That was like 2013.
Yeah, it was a long fucking time ago. Shout out to Dirk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely does not listen to this show.
Who will never hear this, no.
Doesn't even refer to herself as Dirk anymore, but whatever. That was so long ago.
I hope she's doing good. She was rad.
I hope she's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, Mike, do you got any fucking gripes other than ugly kids?
Or McDonald's ugly kids?
I do. I've been pissed off about this for who knows how long now. But it finally caught up with me this week when I went to go buy propane, and then it all came fucking crashing in. And how is propane related to this? I'll get to it. But full-size candy bars. Full-size candy bars are a fucking jip.
What?
Yeah, they're getting smaller. They're getting smaller. Everything's getting... Have you ever bought a Reese's peanut butter cup in the last year?
No.
They're like the size of your thumbnail.
They don't have those in Euro.
They're tiny.
No way.
They're fucking tiny. They used to be nice, right? Like nice, you know, like hearty. You can fill up on a it's a lunch. That's like an early lunch.
For sure, that was a
3 Reese's cups. Now it's like fucking barely get chocolate on your teeth. You know,
because people are fat. That's all it is.
But they're charging you the same amount or more, giving you less of everything. And okay, so it goes candy, every bit of candy. They're just jipping you. You know? And then I needed just some refillable bottles of propane just because I like to have a few around just in case I run out of,
Of course,
like...
you just need a few extra bottles of propane.
Just need a few extra bottles of propane because I run out of the big ones, right?
And you store that in your van?
Yeah, they're just little fucking cylinders, dude.
What if they leak and then it fills up your van with
Dude, I got 3 20-pounders in this van that I'd be more concerned about leaking.
Okay.
But anyways, they used to sell them in packs of 3s. You'd get, you'd go to Canadian Tire and you buy now it's a pack of 2.
Oh no.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Pairs off. Yeah, that's bullshit.
I'm paying the same amount of money or more for less of everything. And I think they're just counting on people not realizing, or like, oh, I'm getting older, so things just appear smaller, or like there's less than what I remember. No, like you're giving us less. So fuck
or like
you.
millennials buying propane for the first time, and they have no idea it used to be a 3-pack.
Yeah.
For the pizza
or
oven.
buying a Snickers bar and no idea that it used to be bigger than your fucking
dick.
Your dick, yeah.
Your dick, yeah. I did
3.5 inches.
But I mean, like, that's just like, again, that's just like people are fat and gross, and companies.
4 inches back in my day.
Instead of companies changing the recipe to their shit, they just give you less. I understand, like you're saying, you want, but they're also not gonna like change it from Mr. Big to like Mr. Average,
I think it's all about fucking, making that quarter, or whatever they say.
Oh,
being in the black. It's all about getting black in the quarter.
Yeah. Margins.
Margins, bro.
Yeah, it's all about margins.
For the projected revenue.
Oh, that's the best kind of revenue. Spend it. I always say.
Yeah.
Spend it all.
Just spend it.
Projected.
Yeah. It's been pissing me off, and I've just been noticing everywhere you go, like, buy a box of Ritz crackers. There's less, they're smaller, they're jipping you.
Oh, yeah, they're jipping you hard.
It's everywhere you go now.
It's just life on the Jersey Shore, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it's been bugging me. Like it's an actual, like it's a legit gripe. I'm noticing it everywhere I go.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's like
I'm spitting a lot more in public places because
you'll see things like fucking like crackers, and it's like they're light crackers. But when you really like compare the two boxes side by side, they're not light. There's just less of them in there, so you can't just like gorge yourself on fucking crackers all night. It's like there's a limit, fatty, which is fine, I guess. But at the same time, like if you're gonna eat, then just fucking eat responsibly. Know your limits, eat within it.
That's the motto, yeah. Motto of the lotto.
Yeah, and getting fat. Unless it's glandular, then there's nothing you can do about it.
Getting fat is underrated. I'm just gonna say it.
I bet it's a lot warmer.
Explain.
Oh, it's way too warm a lot of the times. That's a downside. That's a major downside.
I think someone just crashed into my house.
What? Is Billy Joel your neighbor?
I think so.
Skyler, do you remember back in the day on our baseball team we had some like really fat kid that couldn't run and he had some glandular disorder?
Yes, I do.
What was his name?
Was Michael.
Michael. Fucking Michael.
Yeah, right.
He could blast home runs, but only make it to first base. Like there was no fucking trot in his go.
No, there's no speed too.
And this was like we're like 9 years old, so there's no actual home runs, but we're playing at like Centennial, and he would just hit it forever. And everyone else on the team like that's an easy home run. But Michael could barely make it to first base.
Get thrown out at first. You'd go
ridiculous.
over the fence, you'd go get the ball, come back, and throw him out at first.
I'm sure I'm fucking just exaggerating it, but like it was like he ran in slow motion.
It was
like,
hilarious.
You know how like when you're like a kid,
like did the arms go really fast, but the ball?
No, everything was really slow.
Oh my
Every part of Michael was so slow.
Yeah, it's like the only time he ever watched baseball was in slow motion,
especially
so that's like all he knew.
But he would fucking crank it.
Oh, he cranked it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he did.
He was huge for like a 7 or 8-year-old. You just
Maybe
send
he
it
was
to the
12.
fence at Centennial, and it was like enough time for some like 8-year-old to run all the way to the fence, grab the ball, run all, because there's no way an 8-year-old could run, grab the ball, and throw it back to the infield.
Yeah.
Like the kid would run it back all the way, and then throw him out at first.
I'm not throwing this.
There's no reason to throw this.
No.
This guy's running in
This is
slow
before
motion.
the days of designated runners, eh? That wasn't a thing.
What did they call
As
it?
a
like
kid, that wasn't
squirt
a
or
thing.
some bullshit?
Not as a child. No, the point is to get out and be active, not fucking sit
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
bench.
Just
Someone go run for me.
sit down in this chair and hit home runs.
He could crank him though.
He could crank.
I cranked a bunch when I was younger.
Michael was your name, right?
Yeah, Michael.
What
I
was
could
my
run
name?
though. I could run like a motherfucker.
With your Fabio hair.
I didn't always have long hair. Is that how you picture me as a kid, with just constantly long hair?
Fabio.
The same length, and I just grew into it.
Yeah.
No, I was like, I did have kind of long hair. I had a pretty mean rat tail for a bit. You know, the days of the
I
rat
rocked
tail,
rat
days
tail
of the
in 90.
mullet.
I feel like my rat tail was
It was the
braided
90s.
for a little while too.
Yeah,
And
yeah, oh
it
yeah,
Came back.
yeah. Till some girl at school made fun of it.
The
They
best
had
part,
unbraided.
the best part about a braided rat tail was in like school photos. You could not tell. It was all in the back.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel from like 90 to 94, I had a braided rat tail, and no one could ever tell. Like you can't look back and see in the archives like this guy was a fucking loser. Like there's no way to know.
Yeah.
No.
It was just like
No,
cool regular
no
haircut.
fucking evidence.
But yeah, rocked it, braided, neon, Ultimate Warrior style.
Yeah, the 90s were fucking sweet, man.
Man, I'm not
They're a
gonna
good time.
trash the Ultimate Warrior though. That guy was pretty great.
Like I say,
Oh yeah,
we've
he was
watched,
full blown on cocaine, but he was great.
Oh yeah,
I feel like between the last two like documentaries we watched about like the moon landing and fucking Gator, it's like god damn it, I wish I lived before the internet
Oh, yeah.
existed.
oh that's the time to live.
Oh,
It would be such
yeah,
a time.
Definitely.
Getting away with all the
I would have been
murder.
robbing banks if I was around in the 70s in my 20s. I would have robbed so many fucking banks, dude. So many banks.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, it would be so easy.
I still think about how can I rob shit and get away with
So
it.
easy.
I think you could still get away with it.
With that said, I think it's perfect
You can,
segue.
yeah.
About stealing shit and
Perfect
getting away with it. Like, if anybody could do it, it was fucking Colton.
Yeah, this week we're talking about the Barefoot
Yeah.
Bandit. We all watched that documentary on YouTube. We'll add the link, I guess. I don't know, in the fucking profile. I don't know how we add the link to a YouTube video.
You just tell people to look for it themselves.
Look for the goddamn Barefoot Bandit on YouTube. He's some teenager that the rules applied to everyone but him. And he was the coolest teenager that ever lived.
But like we said earlier, also really ugly.
Yeah. I don't know if he was that ugly. He looked like he could, like, plow
You
a
remind
field.
me of that fucking Frankie guy that does the weather reports.
He's not Frankie Flowers.
That's who he reminded me of every time it showed his face.
He's not
He was
Frankie Flowers.
Shout out to Frankie Flowers.
He's not that bad looking. But this
No.
fucking guy just stole everything, lived in the woods, and was barefoot at all times for like years. Mikey,
Born
did
you think he
barefoot,
would've-
died barefoot.
you actually watch the
I
movie,
think he
Mikey?
would have stole a pair of shoes along the way.
He didn't
I
either.
don't understand that. Why did you?
I don't know why
why
he
no
didn't wear
shoes?
shoes. Yeah, that's a good point.
I get the
I
first
guess
couple,
you just
maybe.
get used to it, right?
I feel like
get
if you
calloused.
like callus up your feet, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Is that the diagnosis?
You gotta
Callus
think
of the
he's
feet?
running through the woods.
through
Like
the
he's
woods.
stepping on all kinds of shit in the woods. That's
But it
nuts.
seemed like
All
he
the
knew
shit.
his way around in the woods. Like he's just hiding in some little small town, and the fucking useless police could not find him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like quarter mile from his mama's home. He'd
Yeah.
go back and get like brisket in the
Breakfast.
morning and shit.
Yeah.
Because she makes her
Brisket
own.
in the morning.
She makes her own hash browns, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't.
His
You gotta
mom
go back
was a
for
fucking
that.
piece of work, for sure.
Yeah. Like
She, like,
it,
her, like, claim to, like, why I'm a good mother is because I made my own hash browns.
Hash browns.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look at your son.
Yeah. He was fucking cool, man.
He was so cool.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah.
He stole everything in
Was.
sight. There was, like, some clip of some old man that's like, if I see him, I'm going to kill him, like, at a town meeting, and everyone's like, boo! Everybody loved the Barefoot Bandit. He was so sick.
Yeah, he was. And I mean, like, obviously, with some parental guidance, some structure in his life, he
shoes.
probably would have made something of himself. He's just got notoriety now, like nothing to show for it except for, like, you know, a little bit of folklore
Yeah.
kind of going on around him. He was a obviously like hyper intelligent kid. You know,
He's
he taught
definitely on the
himself how to
spectrum, I
drive,
think.
how to fucking he's on the spectrum, but like on the good end of the spectrum, you know, like the positive
blues.
side where you're still capable of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But,
he definitely taught
yeah, it's
himself how to
unfortunate,
fucking,
but-
like, fly and eat pussy.
Probably drive.
I don't know
you
if he ever did.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
It probably ate a little bit of butthole.
He was fucking, like, dirty from the, like, knees down. Like, he's
What
barefoot
about
all
yeah?
the
That's
time.
why. What about his fucking buddy, fucking Harley Davidson Iron Wing or whatever his name was?
He had some hard friends. All his friends were so suspect.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
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 There's no way that Barefoot Bandit ever mucked a barn in his life. There's no way.
Oh, that's
No,
that's
you're
what
right.
you were saying. You
Yeah.
guys cut out there for a second.
Oh.
Mucked a barn.
There's
Never
no
checked
way
any
he mucked
oil.
a barn.
No.
He's fucking mud from the knees down. There's no one gonna let
Oh,
him
yeah.
muck that
Yeah.
barn.
Yeah.
No, you're
the first
right,
thing,
you're right.
first thing a girl looks at are the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
He
been
is
over this on our
notoriously
Nashville
known.
North episodes. Yeah, the first thing they look at is your shoes. And if you're barefoot and covered in mud, you're not mucking that barn.
No, they don't even look back up. They just.
They just walk off.
But yeah, like what did he go to jail for in the first place? I can only assume it was for
Yeah, I don't know.
stealing shit.
It was
I don't
like
think-
juvenile detention, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was in a halfway house and he busted out of there.
easily
one day.
broke out.
Yeah,
I want to say it was for stealing. I think they
It would have to
glanced
be.
over that. Yeah.
yeah, some sort of like he was an adrenaline junkie,
Oh,
right? Like that's
yeah.
all it
Yeah.
was. Like
And he probably sat there in that juvenile detention and just sharpened his teeth, you know? Just fucking just learn the tricks of the trade
Looking,
best he could.
looking forward
Does that
to
mean
muck
his
his
escape,
first
and it
barn.
was like no looking back.
yeah. Is sharpening teeth like halfway house for jerking off? Because I bet you that's all he did.
That's all he did in the woods when he was by himself, for sure.
Oh, for sure. He only came in for tissues. But I was a little jealous of the man for a good chunk of it.
I'm impressed. I
Yeah.
was very impressed, you know?
Oh, when he
Just
like
like the
graduated,
diversity in what he's
Yeah.
capable of. Not just
Yeah.
breaking into cars and houses and planes, all of it.
yeah,
Oh,
You know? He
Yeah.
like could literally, he was just like a regular old cat burglar, you know?
and that like he would break into houses
Safes.
or he'd break into like houses and steal everything. That's one thing. That's easy. Everyone can do
Yeah.
that. But to like break into a business that he knows, like it's a convenience store, he knows there's a camera on, and he'd like go up and like smack the camera around so they can't see him. And if he can't
Yeah.
can't turn the camera around, he'd like write a note on the floor, and he'd draw like bare feet. Like he fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What a
He was
cool
living
Living
guy,
a good life.
stealing everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like he even like at one point like him and his buddy Harley Davidson were fucking just like robbing houses.
Yeah,
But so then like Colton went and like robbed that fire department because they had like an infrared gun
yeah.
that he
Yeah,
could use
infrared
to
camera,
like
yeah.
to see if people were inside of houses before he robbed them because like,
Yeah.
it was
Smart
just
as
like
shit.
it was just like a sleepy like cottage country basically, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was just like ripping people off that were not at the cottage basically.
Yeah. Rich people.
richers and cash
Fucking
chuckers.
stealing some cash chuckers. I fucking
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, he's definitely like a Robin Hood of sorts, right? Like, but I guess he wasn't really giving it to anybody.
No,
He was
he's
just-
keeping it for
Well, he gave
himself.
$100 to the animal shelter
That
once.
doesn't
We know that
count.
much.
He stole
Yeah.
his
Well,
dog
that was
back.
once.
One time.
I've
Yeah.
never given anything to an animal shelter in my life.
God, no.
Never.
No.
Never. God, no.
God,
So this
that's
fucking
dirty
guy
lips.
ends up like learning via stealing how to fly a plane manuals, learns how to fly a plane, steals
Yeah.
at least 3 planes maybe, and flies from like Washington,
Dude, it must have
United
been like 5
States.
planes.
I thought it was 4, so it's somewhere 3, 4, 5.
3 to 4 to 5,
Yeah.
I don't know. He flies from like Washington to Chicago to the Bahamas. Like that's a far fucking trip
Yeah.
for some guy
He
that
flew
just
up here.
that's
Flew
just
up here to like Maple Ridge, which is like, you
It's
know,
insane.
half hour that way.
yeah, it's insane. To just
Yeah.
like I'm
And
gonna
cross
steal
the
this thing
border.
and like this is
He
how you
crossed
fly.
the border a couple times.
And he
Yeah.
crashed. Oh, by the way, he crashed every single plane. He never learned how to
Yeah.
land.
No.
No.
No to no
And-
need.
but he eventually
didn't
made it to the
die.
Bahamas.
Like that's, which is just remarkable.
Remarkable. Ends up
Yeah.
in the Bahamas. Like tries to live it out there. Like, but he's eventually captured and he
Gets
goes
bored.
to jail. Like poor. He
That
had
was
it.
the only time I lost respect for the dude. It was like he pretty much just went up in a boat to like a dock and was like, "I'm the Barefoot Bandit, come chase me," like
Yeah.
a child.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, like fuck off.
Got stuck
That's
on
the
the
first thing-
sandbar.
Well, he's clearly over it.
Yeah.
He was just over it, right?
Well,
Yeah,
he's an
but that
adrenaline
was-
junkie. He just loved people chasing him around after like years of like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just it, right? Like gets his fix and
He lands in the
What kind of
Bahamas and no
trouble
one
can I
gives a
get in,
shit
yeah.
that he's there, and he has to like actually like flirt with like showing up to locals and be like, "Hey, I'm the Barefoot Bandit. $10,000
Yeah.
reward if you catch me. Catch me if you
Yeah.
can, motherfucker!" And drives off to get
Yeah.
everyone to
But
chase
that's
him.
also just being like too big on your britches, you know? Like he
Yeah.
was killing it when he was in his own hometown, and like he went up into Canada and met those really cool magicians or musicians.
Yeah, they're fucking they'd be better off being
They
magicians.
look like they
'cause
could
that
have been
sounds
magicians
fucking
as well. Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, yeah, not a looker in the bunch.
No.
But just like cross borders, stole from Canada, and then basically too like went across country. Like I think he went from Indiana to the Bahamas,
Right.
right? So it's like he must have crossed like 5 or 6 states too, just like joyriding,
Yeah.
spreeing, taking all their shit. And then I was disappointed when he got to the Bahamas. It was like I was stoked that it was like, dude, you made it. Like time to put down some roots.
Yeah, but
and
what
then
do you do, right? What do you do?
You
You're
put
not
down
just
some
gonna
roots.
Go get a
You go
9
get-
to 5?
You go get some fucking shoes first,
Well, yeah, first
and
things
then
first.
anything. Yeah, you get all
Change
the
your
money-
goddamn cargo shorts, too.
All the money he had, like you just go get like
Yeah.
a fucking pool boy job and
Yeah,
just live
pool
the
boy.
dream in the Bahamas. The Bohemians.
Yeah.
The Bahamas.
I think like they raided his stash a couple times throughout the documentary, and like each time they found like a pretty substantial amount of money.
Like $40,000 or something the one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then but then it's like, yeah, they found his stash, but then he just kept going and kept stealing and taking people's shit, right? Like, and I guess like he got arrested eventually in the Bahamas, and then he got like 7 years in prison.
Nothing.
I guess
Nothing.
nothing.
Slap
And
on the
then-
wrist.
And then like he sold his rights, his movie rights to Fox for like $4.1 million, and they like pretty much kind of covered all of his expenses. Like not expenses, but like they're like you get 7 years and you have to pay all that shit back that you stole, right? Like which would be a lot of fucking money.
That's one thing that, like, as much as I look up to this guy, even though he's like 15 years younger than I am, I look up to him. But that, like, one last title card on the movie was like, he sold his movie rights to Fox for, what was it, like $1.5 million or some
Something
bullshit?
like that, yeah.
And it's going to be used to, like, pay restitutions to all the people. I would deny
Yeah.
everything. I'd be like, fuck all, I didn't steal from that guy. Like, there's no evidence. Like,
Yeah.
fuck all those people. Like, prove that I stole those. Okay, I stole 3 planes. and maybe that's like
Well, they can't prove that. The planes, they definitely can't.
That's what I mean, and that's like okay, that's $700,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for every convenience store I took $2,000 from, like fuck them, like fuck those people. Like cost of doing business, whatever.
Cost of doing business. What is he, the fucking mob?
Business.
No, I agree with what you're saying. I don't think you admit.
Don't admit to anything.
Like,
keep as much of that 1.5 million as you can. Who's gonna play you in the movie? Like Jake Gyllenhaal? Definitely Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. Fucking Jet Travolta if you could.
I don't know. Like who else would you guys cast as that? Like based on like the photo we saw of the kid. I don't think it ever showed a real version of him. It's just like a drawing.
I'd say the dude from like SLC Punk.
I want to say the cop from Stranger
Matt
he's like
Willard,
50.
what's his name?
Yeah, he's like 50 now, but like
he's
as a
way
young...
too old.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard? Is that his name?
Yeah, that's
no,
it.
Fuck
That sounds
Matthew
great.
Lillard. He's like 50.
Yeah, but yeah, him as a young man, I could see him pulling
We
that
need a
off.
new guy.
Oh, no, you know it'd be the dude from fucking like what's that?
Stranger
Zac
Things?
Efron or
The
something.
fucking guy from Stranger
Zac
Things
Efron.
you ragged on so hard.
Zac Efron's like 45 now.
Zac
He
Efron's
can't
35.
Donald Glover.
It's gonna be the guy from Stranger Things with one tooth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of those
Dustin.
ugly kids.
It's gonna be Dustin.
It's gonna be Dustin. That's fair. He's pretty ugly. Or the older brother. I bet you'd be the older brother. That ugly kid.
Yeah. Remember, what's the girl's name that died in the first season? Betch?
Barb.
Barb. It's gonna be Barb.
Yeah, I think they'll swap the gender.
They
just
will.
to
That's
fuck you up.
2019, baby. They swapped the gender.
Yeah, swapping gens. But then I also heard that he tried to start a GoFundMe because he ended up he's out of prison already.
Already?
Like, he got out in 2016.
I didn't look into anything. I just watched the documentary on YouTube. I'm like, hey, you guys should watch this. It's sick.
Yeah. Look at me. Good for me going the extra mile.
Go one more mile. The Wikipedia.
Yeah, he got out in 2016, and then he tried to he got a job with his lawyer, like as a law clerk, I guess.
Yeah.
And like the guy paid for his school and everything. So the guy he went to school, and then the last post was that he tried to start a GoFundMe so he could get pilot's license, like real pilot's license. And the court stepped in and were just like, absolutely not.
No.
Like, you still owe so much money. Like, you can't fund me something that's going to benefit you. Like, if you're GoFunding me, you have to pay people with it, right? I guess $1.4 million probably didn't cover everything he stole.
I feel like...
It's not that much money.
No, I feel like the people that he stole from, so sad, too bad. You have no right to it. But I still wouldn't GoFundMe that guy because he's like, oh, your flight's from like New York to Detroit, and this is the kind of guy that's like, I'm going New York to Chicago, like fuck off, I'm doing what I want.
Yeah.
Like that's why I wouldn't give him any money, not because he owes like anyone. Like too bad he stole it. You lose.
Yeah.
Like you should have had better security.
Finders keepers, dude. It's
Finders fucking keepers, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad. Prove it or lose it. Like, that's the way the world runs. But I still wouldn't give him any money. It's like, yeah, he's a barefoot goddamn bandit. Like, he's cool as shit. But I'm not going to trust him to fly from New York to Chicago when he's just like, I'm going to New York to Bahamas. Like, suck it, bitches. Like,
yeah, really.
Like, I'm not giving him any money to learn his pilot license. That guy's proven that he does whatever he wants, and that's why I love him.
But I'm not going to enable him.
I'm not going to enable him. Yeah.
So what's his next move? What's his next move then?
Jail forever?
Cocaine smuggling?
Propane?
It's gotta be.
Not
Maybe
propane,
he goes to straight and
probation.
narrow? Like...
You should definitely move to some Asian country.
No, I don't think so. You've reached that peak. It's like there's got to be another peak, right?
Go to Asia, where everything's free.
Yeah.
Nothing's free. He's still paying money for everything that he stole.
No,
like,
he's doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
If you think that the Barefoot Bandit's not still barefoot banditing, you're fucking lost. He's banditing everything.
You need a GPS because you lost.
You fucking lost.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Once you go barefoot, you know.
Yeah. Once you go barefoot, you never go back.
Yeah.
He's
You
just
can put the
raw
shoes
dog
on
in
the
whatever
man,
neighborhood
but you
he's
can't
in.
take the barefoot out of the boy.
No. Whatever neighborhood they set him up in, he's
That's what
fucking
they say.
barefooting the shit out of it.
Yeah, I would. If
You
I was
know,
him. He's
you
fucking
know.
good at it.
You know, every night before he goes to bed, when he takes his socks off and like, he just looks at his bare feet and is just like, "Am I doing this?
I'm
Like,
going.
is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Like out the window too. That's how you know.
Oh,
Out of
yeah.
the front door.
Is there a convenience store down the street that has $60 that I could steal? I'm going.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's my startup.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the fucking Barefoot Bandit.
Yeah, so do I. He's a good dude. I'd let my daughter marry him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
We
impressed.
jump into an X and a I can't even speak. I've had too many fucking beers today. Axe and expert, boys.
Yeah,
Ask
do it.
away.
Brian from Toronto, our favorite longtime listener, 51 episodes deep, wants to know, everybody wants to meet their hero, but what villain would you guys like to meet?
Barefoot Bandit.
Barefoot Bandit, obviously. Obviously.
Villain.
Oh man.
I would want to meet the Green River Killer, Gary Ridgway. I've always
Wow.
been pretty interested.
Why?
I don't know, I find him so interesting.
Okay.
One of my
I-
old girlfriends that you two know from back in the day, I'd always
Yeah.
say, like, I want some, like, Green River Killer glasses. And she'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do not get those glasses. And I really want those glasses. Just, like, a set of, like, gold, like, wire, like, square glasses. Like, I want a set of Gary Ridgways.
Yep.
And
Just a
fucking
pedophile.
throw her under the bus. Brittany was like, no, you can't have those glasses. And I'm like, no, those are so sick. Fucking Green River glasses. And she would be like, no, don't get them. I'll break up with you. And she did anyway.
Yeah, so it looks like she
Yeah.
won.
She won anyway. I didn't even get those.
Didn't get the glasses, still broke up with you. There's a villain.
Yeah, my answer is fucking Gary Ridgway, Green River Killer, the villain of all
Right on.
villains.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Will Smith.
Fuck. I just smacked my head so hard on the wall.
He's just a piece of shit. It's not that fresh.
Is he? Is
So-
Will Smith a bad guy now?
Is he?
I think so. I think he's just, yeah. I think it's just something about him.
You think he
Rubs
hits
me
his
the
wife?
wrong way. What's
You
that?
think he hits his wife,
Oh, I know it.
Jada?
I can't prove it. I don't think they're together anymore. I think she's back to Jada Pinkett. I think he's a Scientologist, a closet one.
Closet
Oh.
ologist.
Yeah. Closetologist.
Well, I'm going
Yeah.
Uncle Phil then. If Will's a villain, then I'm picking Uncle Phil.
The
The
shredder?
villain of the villain.
The fucking
Yeah.
shredder.
He was a judge.
He was. Yeah, the worst kind.
Oh yeah, inner city,
Mm-hmm.
inner city law. Oh fuck.
Oh,
I don't know.
Shit.
Uncle Phil's too
Will
obvious,
Smith.
though. Just
As the
throwing
villain?
Jazzy Jeff out the front door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the villain, dude. That's,
That's why he was on the show.
yeah,
Oh,
he had
fuck.
no other merit.
Non-joke answer. Doctor Doom is who I would like to spend a day with
Why?
because Doctor Doom's got his own country. He's a king, Liberia. He's got robots.
He's got robots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doom bots is what he calls them. Because they're his.
I don't know this guy's name, and I don't really know anything about him.
It's
But
Victor Von Doom.
no, not Doctor Doom. But there's a guy. He's like, I guess he's, and the only reason I would like want it, because I just want to know what the fuck he's thinking. But kind of like the Green River Killer, I imagine.
Yeah,
the reason
Ridgway,
you'd want
baby.
to meet him is because you're like, what is going on in your head? There's this dude that they keep talking about on Your Mom's House podcast, the Tom Segura's podcast, Christina
yeah.
Pease,
Yeah.
who paid like Filipino ladies to sit in a hammock and then shit in his mouth. and that was like his kink. And like they bring this guy up like pretty often, and like every time, like who's into that, like at all, like at all. And I just like I'm curious, like I'd like to meet the guy who's into that.
That's the villain, the guy that's into that.
He's the villain of the world, dude. Yeah.
Or maybe he's the only one that's got it right.
Sick. Well,
I don't get it. Like, I feel like I'm as degenerate as it can get. Like, I'm doing this podcast, like, almost fully naked.
Yeah, full of toothpaste.
But, like, yeah, like, I got some toothpaste where it doesn't belong in either orifice.
Yeah.
But someone to take a dump on me? Like, I do not get it.
In your mouth.
I do not get it. I don't get it. Why?
And like the hammock too is just like
the hammock is
touch,
just weird,
you know.
No, the hammock makes sense. That's the only.
The hammock does not make sense.
Yeah, the only part of the whole thing that makes sense is the hammock. Yeah, you can't do it on a bed.
No,
that
you
way,
can't.
That way she can get comfortable, or he, and they can defecate on your mouth.
I feel like this is
it was like chubby Filipino girls.
No, absolutely no. There's four no.
What did they eat?
What?
That was a part of it. I don't know. I can't to quote it, but he made them eat like weird, like a lot of like fiber-rich food, so like vegetables, fruits.
No.
No, fucking lot of bran muffins.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe 5 episodes, 6. I don't remember. Episodes back, we talked about. It's hilarious to piss all over someone in a shower. In a shower.
Yeah.
But it's not funny to poo on anyone in any time. Like, that's not...
Definitely, but what about in a hammock? That makes sense.
There's no way in a hammock. If I'm in a hammock, it's to take a goddamn nap. There's no other reason I'd go in a hammock.
Do you guys remember when Two Girls, One Cup came out?
Of course.
I remember. I've never seen it, though.
I remember being in the basement, me and Rue,
me
and your brother were in the basement of one of our old friends' houses, and we were crowded around his computer. And this was like Two Girls, One Cup came out like last week, and then now all of a sudden there's like 5 other videos surfacing that were even way worse. Way worse. Like, scarred me for life. Like, that's why I can't fucking even think about pee hole stuff or anything like that. Like, it was just so bad. People putting shit in their pee hole. Like it was bad, dude. And there was one video where these girls were sucking this piece of shit like a dick. And I remember just like your brother specifically, like non-stop laughter, and like it stayed with me, like to now. Like I could picture his face laughing at this video. It wasn't even that disturbing. Like it was absolutely disturbing video, but it was so funny that it took all of the disturbing nature out of it. They were just sucking this piece of shit, man.
Like it was like a 2-ended dildo. They were sucking it,
and
right?
they were
like
just
no hands,
sucking this piece of
almost
shit.
Kissing.
It was so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm crying.
Like that's just like a choking hazard waiting to
One of my fucking favorite like internet porno memories of all fucking time. Skyler's basement apartment and that shithole that it was. We're all sitting around having some laughs, and someone shouts out like, "Hey, did anyone see the Lindsay Lohan nudes that just came out this week?"
On Playboy, yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, maybe I did," and someone's like, "No, I didn't see them." And we're like, Mike is sitting at the fucking computer. I'm like, "Mike, Google up the Lindsay Lohan nudes so we can all partake." And this is burned in my fucking memory.
I
Mike
know what you're gonna say.
Types Lindsay Lohan buck nude hangdowns. Enter.
It came up. It came up. Butt nude hang down.
Besides the buck nude hangdowns that came up, I have never laughed so hard in my life that he translates Lindsay Lohan nudes and Lindsay Lohan buck nude hangdowns. What the fuck that? It was like in 6 minutes. I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm just laying on the ground. Everything hurts. And it
Yeah,
came
we all
up.
had a good
It came
laugh
up.
about
I'm gonna
that.
give you credit. It came
It
up.
came up.
It came up.
It came up.
I think if you
Hangdowns,
just
man.
Googled
Hangdowns. Everyone knows
Lindsay
what a
Lohan, it
hangdown
would
is.
come up.
Yeah.
But
Google knows what a fucking hangdown is.
what the fuck is that? Buck nude hangdown.
I'm in a fucking like NHL fantasy hockey league, and the name of my hockey team are the Butt Nude Hangdown.
Oh man.
And like my buddy's mom is in the fucking group, you know.
Adrian's mom, Brenda.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's Lori.
Butt nude hangdowns.
Buck nude hangdown. We're
I'm
up.
sweating, man. Holy fuck.
That's about an hour, boys. Should we wrap this
Good
little
lads.
fucker up
That's yeah.
on Butt nude hangdowns?
Yeah.
Let's give a shout out to Frontline Fiesta, the best punk band in Toronto. Thank you for the intro. We'll play the outro. The Brink, amazing song. I also have to give props to our only sponsors, Febreze and Burger King.
For now.
For now, we're gonna get some more.
We're coming for you, Colgate.
Yeah, we're coming at you, Colgate. My butthole is fucking Fiesta, like
Got
the
a burn
Frontline.
saddle that needs settling.
Ooh.
You ever sit down and it feels like you got stung by a bee?
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, we could definitely make commercials. Yeah.
Colgate, we're looking out for you. We're gonna tag you in all our
Hit us
stupid
up.
posts from now on.
Fucking
You ever
hit
feel
us
like
up.
a troll is hanging out the backside of your ass?
I'm not even opposed to Crest. If Crest wants to get on board.
Any of it.
I think
Sensodyne?
Crest leans too hard on the...
Sensodyne, I feel like Sensodyne's like right up RJ's alley. If you know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
feel like Sensodyne and Forget It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
It's in the name. It's not
It's in the
fucking.
name.
Like, it's not Harshadine. You know.
it's not harsh to dine.
No.
No.
They got rid of that.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
in '92, they
It's
got rid of
definitely not
Harshadine.
some like
Yeah.
all natural
people with
wholesome
hard
bullshit that does not burn my way up. I don't want to fuck
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, hit us up.
Hit us up.
Toothpaste
Hit us up.
manufacturers.
Frontline Fiesta, we fucking love you again for the third time. You can follow Pretty Much Experts on all podcasting platforms. We're officially on everything. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Do you boys have any last words? Mike, Skyler, what are you guys thinking?
I think make
I'm
sure
crying, man.
that
I'm just crying.
make sure y'all tune in fucking next week for our big our first year anniversary
52,
show.
Year anniversary.
52.
No plans. We got zero plans.
Zero plans.
Mike,
We'll
don't
figure
Tune
that
in
out.
next week.
We'll figure that out next
Special
week.
episode.
Yeah, it will be
Yeah.
special. In some
Big plans.
between
Yeah.
now and next week, we'll figure out how to make that special.
Remember in Halloween when we turned all the lights off and put candles on?
Damn, that was a whole
Yeah.
month of candles on.
That was a whole month of candles on.
That was.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no one cared.
No one
Nobody
cared.
nobody
No.
noticed.
The
But I
same
agree.
40-ish people that listen
to
every week
Yeah.
cared.
No.
That was the last month I was in Smithers. Yeah, that was the last month I lived in a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember
It's been so
exactly
long.
where that was based on where I lived in the world because I change every month. But it was like, yeah, I remember that apartment in Romania. It was sick. I pooed in one room and wet my butt in the other.
Yeah,
You got
that was the
fucking
place.
cursed
That was
by
a good-
Dracula.
that's a good place.
It's a good place.
It's a good place. I'm going to move back there. I'm not even joking in November. I love that place.
Greasy. Alright, well, yeah, so like I said, tune in next week. Check out our Instagram. Send us nudes.
Send nudes.
Yep.
We've been slacking on Instagram fucking memes, but this week I'm going to put up 2, I promise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Speak for yourself. I've been putting out gold, Jerry.
I don't
Gold.
know if you've been putting out 2 a week or not, though. That's a high
no,
order.
no,
It's all
the problem
order.
is I like to do them at work when I'm bored as fuck, but my phone ran out of internet, so
And getting paid.
yeah, you won't be getting anything from me for a couple weeks.
We're tapping on August 1st right now. You should get 2 up for sure.
No, it's the 10th, baby.
10th is your start over.
10th.
With bullshit.
Yeah. I know, it's Rogers. They're fucking
Rogers,
lame.
fucking cocksucker.
Mine's the 18th.
Yeah.
So-
Rogers is like the fucking Hortons of the phone world.
Yeah. Or the McDonald's with a bunch of kids running around, fucking shitting on the floor, kicking their soccer balls everywhere.
They might as well just be shitting on the floor and kicking
They
it
might
around,
as well
as
be.
far as I'm concerned.
Right. Yeah. Fuck Rogers. Fuck McDonald's. Even though I'm gonna go to McDonald's every day this week.
Yeah. And if they want to sponsor us, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Of course. Yeah.
Of course we'll take it.
KFC has not sponsored us yet, so McDonald's, you're in the running.
Yeah.
Bucky a Tucky to dog.
Fuck you, Tucky. All right, boys. Let's
All
wrap
right,
this
well,
fucker up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We
Right.
are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again, everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.